What's going on, guys? It's Char here, back with the first video of 2025. So I just want to say everyone happy new year. I hope you were able to spend the holidays with family and friends alike and made really fun and new memories. Today we're going to be talking about the channel broadly, how it was like in 2024 and what's going to be new going into 2025. Now I want to get ahead first and foremost. I created a Discord, so go ahead and join that down below. I'm going to talk about that more in one of the topics I have for today's video. But yes, this is broadly just going to be a talking head video, kind of like the previous ones that have been on the channel. Apologies that there's been no gameplay or anything. Marvel Rewind, like I said, is on hiatus until January 7th, which will be back in full force, so look forward to that. It's going to be a ton of fun. But let's go ahead and get into the video proper. No visuals, so go ahead and throw me on a podcast and listen at your own leisure. So I'm going to be splitting this video broadly into two categories today. The first one is going to be talking about socials, kind of like social media and other ways you guys can connect with me into the new year. The second one is going to be speaking about my content broadly. So let's go ahead and start with the socials. So like I mentioned in the beginning there, the first one and the biggest one is going to be the creation of the Discord. It's called the Final Gambit right now. I don't know if I'm going to change that name. I thought it was pretty fun. It's kind of like a Pokemon reference, and I'm the Charred Gambit, so I think it works out. That's just going to be a really fun way for you guys to connect with me outside of the comment section and outside of videos. If you guys want to ask me any questions, talk about some games you've played in Marvel Champions recently, or just connect and get to know me better as a person, you will find me there. I'm lucky enough to have a pretty flexible job, so you'll see me on Discord a lot of the time. You can go ahead and reach out, send some message in there. You can have a good time. The second thing that has to deal with content is the unification of kind of my ats or my tags on various social media platforms. So as you guys know, my Twitter has been in the description for a couple videos now, mostly since I started in July. I'm changing my handle on there to @the_Charred_Gambit, and I'm also introducing the Bluesky I created a couple weeks ago, which is also @the_Charred_Gambit. You can go ahead and follow me on both of those platforms and feel free to interact. The Twitter one is more really like personal. It's like just all of my interests, a conglomerate. The Bluesky is going to be more like Marvel Champions focused. I'm going to be trying to interact with some content creators on there, tweeting out my videos and things I find interesting and just my thoughts on the game. It'll still be personal as well, but I'm still getting used to juggling two platforms, so make sure to join me on there. Afterwards, talking about socials, we have, when we're talking about professional collaborations, I had to consult my list real quick. It's kind of hard to know where to reach out to me, whether that's professional or personal. Let's say there's another YouTuber who wants to collab with me, make a video, have a really good video idea. For YouTubers or anyone looking for a collab in that sense, the easiest way I would be reaching out to me over Discord. My handle is @Char on Discord. That's just the easiest way to reach out. Luckily, I was able to snag that handle really quick, really simple. But for any professional kind of like sponsorships, paid sponsorships or anything like that, I don't think I'm anywhere near big enough for something like that. But in the case that comes up, I'm creating a personal, professional, business email, whatever you want to call it, down in the description below, where you can reach out to me sort of through like an official means, and we'll have a record of like a back and forth of an email chain. Go ahead and check that out in the description below. It'll also be the about section of the channel. That's basically it for this section. So go ahead, follow me on Discord, Twitter, and Bluesky, and then also join the Discord, join the community. We're gonna have a fun time, do a lot of great discussion and whatnot. Now we're moving on to the content section of this video, where most of the meat is gonna be. Looking back at the channel broadly, I've had a lot of fun since I started this channel in July. I started with that why you should get into Marvel Champions from a TCG perspective, because that was my experience getting into this game fully after leaving from the One Piece TCG for the most part. I've had a lot of fun since then. I was starting doing like weekly videos that kind of grew into 2 videos a week. And I want to say, in terms of the amount of uploads, I'm really okay and satisfied with the amount of uploads on the channel right now. Even though Marvel Rewind has been on hiatus for a couple weeks going to the new year, I think that 2 video a week upload schedule is really great and has a really good balance, because it's always that consistent Marvel Rewind on Tuesdays. You always know what to expect. New matchup, new thematic matchup, and just a great game, great gameplay, and hopefully fewest mistakes as possible. And then you have kind of like that Thursday, Friday, Saturday upload time where it's kind of like a flex spot. So either it's a Charred Take, which is my discussion series that has really taken off and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I'm glad to continue doing it. or some other flex spot, maybe another gameplay or some other type of video. It's not always a Charred take, but it usually is. So I want to say those uploads aren't going anywhere. I don't really have plans of ramping that up into 3 videos a week, daily uploads or anything like that. I think it's a really good sweet spot right now where you guys are able to just watch the videos and know there's a consistent stream of videos coming out weekly. But speaking of that, I still do want to diversify the content a little bit, not getting away from Marvel Champions. And this is something I also want to get ahead of. I think I have way more room to grow in Marvel Champions. I think there's so much there I have yet to talk about, and there's so much more to do in the space, whether to get new people to the channel or new people into the game generally. I just love the game. I'm not going anywhere from that game at this point, so just to get ahead of any of those. And then I want to set a tentative goal for myself by the end of the year to get to 1,000 subs. I think that's more than doable if, I just keep at it, keep consistent and whatnot. And hopefully these other ways I'm diversifying content will help as well. The first one I want to talk about is doing collaborations on the channel. Now, I mentioned for any YouTubers who are interested to reach out to me via Discord at Char. I still stand true to that. But I want to plan a lot more collaborations. I've shown up on Daring Live's live streams in the past and done some multiplayer games with him. That's been a lot of fun. I want to try hosting those myself. In addition, just different types of collaboration that aren't necessarily gameplay with other YouTubers in the space. Kind of like collaborations on maybe podcast discussion videos, anything like that. I'd love to be on if you'd have me, and I want to try inviting some people to the channel so we can make some really good content pieces together. So I think there's a ton of room to collaborate and grow together as a community. I think that'd be a ton of fun, and look forward to a lot more collaborations going into 2025. Another way the content is diversifying is I want to try and implement live streams. Now, you guys know that I like doing these things in moderation, and I'm not one to make promises I can't keep. So right now, my current outlook for live streams is getting at least a weekly live stream. I don't know what day it's going to be on, or even if it's going to be on the same day every week. I don't want to give promises that I can't keep because it's going to cause like added stress, and I love doing this as a hobby. I don't want any of that added stress or anything like that. So a weekly live stream seems more than doable. And if you want like the most raw, unfiltered version of Char, I guess, or something that's just really chill, really laid back and fun, live streams are the way to do it. That would be the way to interact with me. It'd be live interaction in the chat. Go ahead, swing by, say hello, chill out, and maybe play some games together, or play some games, watch me play some games, give me some feedback on how many rules I'm breaking when I try a new scenario and whatnot. Speaking of live streams, tonight after this video goes up, I'm going to probably be opening Age of Apocalypse for the first time and going through with the pre-con decks and playing some games. So that should be a ton of fun. You'll see an idea of what the live streams will look like, and I hope to see you guys there. Another way that content is diversifying in 2025 is I want to start introducing shorts to the channel. Now, a bit of background on me. I've been uploading videos for kind of as long as I've remembered on YouTube. Nothing really serious. It's swapped from like Beyblade to like Minecraft videos. All those channels are still up, by the way, so feel free to go ahead and search them out. You'd be surprised what you could still find on the platform. They're all out there, but I've been doing this for so long, but shorts is something that I'm not familiar with. It's kind of out of my, not comfort zone, but out of my depth. I've never really made short form content, especially short form vertical content. So I think that's a really cool avenue for me to explore in this coming year. Now, I don't want the shorts to simply just be like referencing videos, like a clip from a video being like, go ahead, check this out. Something like a snippet from a video that's like, oh, watch the video to see the full thing. I think there's a time and a place for those shorts, and I definitely will upload them, but I still think there's a lot more to do in this kind of 60-second vertical format that isn't just that. Some really unique content that can come from that format that really isn't applicable to a longer video at large that I really want to, explore and see if I can make fun for the people who watch it. I think it'll bring a lot of discoverability for the channel and just a new, different kind of, snippet of Char content during your week that isn't just tied to one of the 2 weekly uploads, basically. And then getting to the end of this section here, I want to talk about doing different types of content on the channel. So like I said, the Marvel Rewind is a really consistent weekly series, and then Charred Takes is usually weekly to semi-weekly, but in that second time slot, I think there's really room for more personality content and more content surrounding the game as well. Some ideas I'm throwing around is kind of like a recording setup tour, showing you guys how I record my games and whatnot. Another option is how I organize my collection, to maybe give you guys some ideas of how to, better access to your cards in a way that lets you, make some decks, try some new decks and whatnot. Maybe some sort of deck building guide. I don't think I'm a very excellent deck builder by any stretch of the imagination, but I think having sort of like a series on my journey of deck building and trying to get better at it could also be interesting. Like I said, I think there's so much content in the space. It's so much fun things to look forward to that it's not only going to be these 2 series forever. So, be on the lookout for more new, different, and better content in this year of 2025. That's about it that I have for today's video. I just wanted to briefly talk about, the channel going into 2025, how thankful I am for all of the support you guys have given so far. We're almost at 200 subscribers by the beginning of the new year, and I'm hoping we can hit 1K by the end of the coming year. Thank you guys so much for being along for the ride, watching this video, checking everything out, interacting, commenting, liking, subscribing, everything. It means so much. And I think there's so much more to grow and so many more cool memories to have in this year 2025. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out as always. Leave a like if you haven't, and subscribe if you also have not already. I will see you guys in the next video, probably for the restarting or the new season of Marvel Rewind. I'll see you guys there. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Goodbye.